All right, so hey, my YouTube family, I'm back once again. Today is June the 26th. The time is now 6:15 p.m. So today, what we're going to be discussing is different ways to overcome being bullied. Now, I am one from personal experience who have been through some of this type of stuff before. Like growing up, I do have quite a bit of stories to tell, and some of them I will be sharing with you guys today. Now, the main topic is, of course, bullying, but we're going to come up with 5 different ways to overcome being bullied. One of my stories is that I used to walk to school every day, and there was a young lady who often picked on me every day, just for no apparent reason. This girl just didn't like me. Now, me being, a small girl and stuff, her being a little bit bigger, I was a little bit intimidated, and yes, I was scared. But I learned that, you have to fight back and you have to get over that fear in order to stop those things from happening to you. It is not okay to walk around being bullied and being in fear of people who just seem to have a problem with their own self, and that's the reason why they choose to pick on other people. It happens every day, and it happens more often than most people will imagine. I mean, it's so many different ways to actually consider being bullied. Um, one of my main experiences was just having to walk to school and dealing with young ladies throwing certain things at me from the street, or maybe pulling my hair, or I'll be in class and I had one incident where a girl ended up putting gum in my hair, and I had to go home and explain to my mom what happened. And that's when she actually found out, because I was one of those type of kids where I just didn't want my mother to know that that was something I was experiencing, and I chose to keep it bottled up for a long time. And when you do stuff like that, it often makes you a very angry person. So, as I said before, today we're going to discuss 5 different ways where we can overcome being bullied. One way is to face your fear. Realize that we're all human beings. We all have feelings, and at the end of the day, there's no reason for you to be afraid of someone else. Whether they're bigger than you, taller, have more weight, maybe they could be smaller than you. Bullying comes in all different shapes and sizes and ages as well. It's sad to say it, but like I said before, it is something that happens on a daily basis. So that's one thing that we're actually going to overcome. We're going to overcome our fear of being bullied. And the second thing is we're going to build up that inner strength. And ways to do that is to just, sometimes you can go work out. Going to the gym is a really cool thing. It builds up that extra strength that you need to believe in yourself. And it also builds that mental, that it builds you up mentally. You have to build mentally, you have to build yourself up, you have to grow stronger, and know that it is okay to fight back. It's not okay to have to live in fear and walk around scared of people. So number one is, as I said before, we're going to overcome that fear. Two, we're going to build up our body strength, and mentally, we're going to build up our minds. Whether it's through reading books, whether it's through exercising, whether it's through taking, you can even take karate classes. That was something else my mother actually ended up doing for me. And it worked for me because I started taking karate classes around 15, 16. I took martial arts. I took taekwondo, and when you take things like that, it builds up your mental, it builds you up in the physical form, and it makes you feel like, you know what, this is something I could do, this is something I can face, I got this. If someone comes to me and they want some type of problems or whatever the case may be, look, I can handle myself now. I can defend myself. It's okay for me to defend myself. And that was something that I was constantly afraid of doing, because I don't I'm not the type of person that want to hurt someone else. I don't want to become physical, or put someone in a hospital or put someone in pain. But at the end of the day, you also have to think about what's more important, you and your health and you being okay, or you allowing this person to sit there and, you know, rag you on the floor and do crazy stuff. Just a whole bunch of nonsense. So you want to build up your mental, you want to build up your physical, and that's number 2. Number 3 is going to be, one way to overcome, you know, being bullied is facing a bully, you know, and confronting them. Look, is there a problem? Yes, it is. What's the problem? You know, did I do something to make you feel like you needed to, you know, come at me aggressively or to try to hurt me in some type of way? And believe it or not, when you confront that bully and you let them know that you're not tolerating it no more, then that makes this person a little afraid of you, because it's like, whoa, this person had enough nerve to come up to me and actually ask me, you know, what's going on and what's the problem. That's showing that you're no longer afraid. You have to overcome that fear, because if you don't, you'll run around, well, you'll walk around in this world being afraid of this one, being afraid of that one, and it'll go from one person to the next. You got to get to a point in your life where you say, you know what, I'm not taking this anymore. You know, I've had enough. It's time for me to start fighting back. And it's okay for you to defend yourself by all means. Because if you don't defend you, who else will? You know, who else will? And let's suppose you do have someone that is defending you. God forbid this person is not around and you by yourself in the street. I mean, are you going to run all your life? You know, you got to get to a point where you just say, you know what? I've had enough, and this stops right here, right now. And once you put your foot down, people start to respect you more. They say, you know what? She ain't playing. We got to take her serious. We ain't messing with her. You know, we know if we do something to her, she going to do something back to us. And it's okay for them to feel that way, because this way they start to stay away from you. Or we can't pick on her no more, so we going to go pick on somebody else. Or maybe they might even get to a point where they stop bullying people overall. You know, sometimes people outgrow this type of stuff. But anyways, that was number 3. Number 4 is you have to start believing in the inner power that's in you. Because we all have that inner power within us, but a lot of us don't realize how truly powerful we are. Now you gotta believe in yourself to the core. Like, you gotta know for sure, you know what? I believe that I could defend myself. I believe that I'm stronger than I was yesterday. I believe in myself. You understand? And you gotta say this every single day to build up that inner strength to continue to move forward in life, to continue to face your fears, to continue to, you know, build yourself up and make it so that you so strong mentally and you just believe in yourself so much that you know for sure, no matter what situations may come about, you got this. And that includes being bullied. You know, it's like I always say, facing your fears and believing in yourself are one of the 2 most powerful things that you can ever do in life. So that's number 4. You gotta believe in yourself. Number 5, most of all, in my opinion, is when you do decide to confront your bully, maybe you could sit down and have a conversation with this person and really, really, truly find out what's going on. Sometimes I realize this, and it's real important for you guys to realize it as well. Sometimes people just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes people are going through things in their own personal life and they bring that stuff to other people, which is misplaced anger. You have to realize that you're not the problem. You have to realize that this person is the problem. This person is starting the issues, but it's not for you to take it on. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it is important for you to go to this person and either face them or say, hey, you know, do you need someone to talk to? Because sometimes people psychologically are crazy and you never know what's going on in their mind. But you just know that a lot of that anger is directed towards you and it makes them feel good. But it's okay to fight back. You know, never be afraid to stand up and never be afraid to fight that person back. Or if you want to, on the flip side, you can even be smart about it and sit down and talk to them. Or you could talk to someone else, maybe someone they're related to, or you can even try just I mean, staying away from the person is not always the easiest thing because, as we say before, a bully is gonna find their way to you. But there's so many different ways to approach the situation, and that's some of the ways that I use that actually work for me. Now I stand up for myself. I don't tolerate it anymore. I am a nice person, but like most people, you don't want to push a person too much, you know. And you just got to do what you got to do to make it work. And sometimes you never know. That bully might just become your best friend. They may even like you, and that's part of the reason why they pick on you. You don't know how someone else is thinking. But I hope that helped you guys today. As I said before, just believe in yourself and stand up to them and don't be afraid, and mentally and physically prepare yourself and get yourself, you know, um, to a point where you just no longer afraid. You ready to step to the plate. You ready to face your fears. You ready to move forward with your life and with the situation of being bullied, and just stop that. And don't allow someone else to get in your mind so much that they taking up space, because sometimes I realize that even when we dealing with a bully, and bullies come in all shapes and sizes, as I said before, but sometimes when we dealing with that type of stuff, mentally it could take its toll on us if we don't learn to just let it go and just keep it moving, just keep it pushing, and do what we have to do for us. But guys, make sure you go to my website at www.shoploveronline.com. As I said before, we have over 14,000 products online right now with great, great, great deals. Don't miss out. Plus, it's always free shipping. Have a blessed day, and remember what I said, stay strong.